Hey, what's up, you guys? It's Keith here. Today, I want to talk about my experience I had while I was buying my Tesla Model 3. Now, I bought my Tesla in Decatur, Atlanta. For those of you who don't know, it's one of the only Tesla dealerships in the South. And originally, I had ordered a gray Model 3, but unfortunately, something went wrong with the shipping, and I ended up having to get a black one. So regardless, I ended up getting the black one, and I was okay with that because I knew that I was going to be wrapping it a different color anyway. So here's me talking to the guy about, the fact that I didn't get the color that I originally wanted, and is there anything that they could do for me? So they did throw in a wheel cap kit because I did get the 18-inch Aero wheels, and this is him just very quickly showing me how to use the charger, which is very simple. I work out of a place called the Innovation Depot that has some third-party chargers, and we use that charger that came along with it. But overall, I would give the entire experience a 5 out of a 10, just because they didn't have the color that I wanted, and the entire experience was just subpar, so to say. Here I am trying to connect my Bluetooth. This was one of the very first things that I did when I got my car. And I was upset in the beginning, but as soon as I was able to drive it, I was very happy, as you can tell in this scene right here. Overall, I'm happy that I got the vehicle that I wanted. As I'm pulling off, if you look to the right, you can see that the shipment was arriving. So my gray original color was probably arriving the time I was actually leaving with my new black. Within a year, my goal is to switch over to a Model S. I'm going to trade my Model 3 in and switch over to a Model S. But like I mentioned, overall, the experience was subpar. I love my car to death, but when I was picking it up, it just wasn't the experience that I expected, because they didn't have the color that I wanted. The staff was just kind of running around all over the place. They didn't do the best job that I felt like they could do. Now, I mentioned that I picked it up from Atlanta, and I drove it all the way back to Birmingham, which is where I live. And this supercharging station that you're looking at is actually in Birmingham, Alabama. So right when I got back to Birmingham, I stopped at the supercharger to get it filled up fully. The trip from Atlanta to Birmingham cost about $10. And then while I was waiting for the supercharger, I went ahead and set up some preliminary things. Like I set up my profile, I set up easy entry, I set up a couple of other modes, so that way I could select which mode that I was in. So whether I'm chilling or whether I'm sleeping in my car or whether I'm having a meeting in my car, I did set up all of those different modes. Here's where I'm kind of playing around with all of these settings. At this point, I've had the car for about 3, maybe 4 hours. So I'm kind of just going through everything, turning on auto steer, turning on autopilot. I did mention that autopilot was fully on when I was driving back from Atlanta. So that was a really good experience, just to see how the car was driving itself. I will tell you, it takes away a lot of the fatigue that you get when you're driving long distances. So I ended up naming my vehicle Omen. And the reason I named it Omen is because this is a good omen that happened to me in my life. I've wanted a Tesla for a very, very long time. So all in all, I think this was a great purchase. I got more videos coming soon. Make sure to like, subscribe, hit the bell, and stay tuned for new Tesla videos coming up.
That boy just made me